Korean Institute of Chemical Engineering for providing me such a beautiful platform to present my research work. The title of my research is the microwave assisted bimetallic UTC-16 zinc MOFs developed by metal doping strategy for CO2 capture. Background: as all we know, CO2 is the major greenhouse gas responsible for global warming. So CO2 in the atmosphere can be reduced either by using non-carbon energy resources or by carbon capture. So techniques used for CO2 capture are solution absorption, solid adsorption, and membrane separation. Carbon capture and storage. Carbon capture and storage includes three techniques, that is pre-combustion CO2 capture, where CO2 is captured before burning the fuel. Second one is oxy-fuel combustion. In oxy-fuel combustion, CO2 is captured while burning the fuel. Third one is post-combustion CO2 capture. In this technique, CO2 is captured after burning the fuel. So post-combustion CO2 capture. Post-combustion CO2 capture is used for adsorption of CO2 from flue gas. Flue gas consists of 12 to 14% of carbon dioxide, 65% of nitrogen, 18% of water vapors, and 2% of oxygen. After burning the fuel, the stream gas was treated for the particulate matter removal, followed by sulfur dioxide removal. Then the stream gas, then the CO2 was captured from the CO2 stream gas, and this CO2 capture process was carried out at 1 bar and 66 degrees centigrade. Metal organic frameworks. Metal organic frameworks is nothing but the coordinated complex of metal ion clusters and organic ligand. These are the porous materials having some exceptional properties like high surface area, tunable pore size, and high thermal and chemical stabilities. So synthesis diagram. In this for the synthesis of bimetallic MOFs, we use microwave irradiation method. Here, zinc acetate dihydrate as a metal ion source, citric acid as a organic linker, and KOH were dissolved in 1:1 solution of water and ethanol. To this solution, magnesium acetate tetrahydrate and magnesium acetate tetrahydrate were dissolved, and this solution was heated in a microwave oven at 100 degree and 300 watt for 4 hours. Then the precipitate was washed with diethyl ether to remove any undissolved impurities, and followed by washing with methanol for solvent exchange purpose. Then the precipitate was separated by centrifugation technique, followed by heating at 100 degree for 12 hours. XRD pattern. These are the XRD diagrams for the bimetallic MOF UTC-16 zinc Mg and UTC-16 zinc Mn. The results show that there is no change in XRD pattern after doping the secondary metal ion. That means it indicates the successful doping of secondary metal ion without altering the crystalline properties. The morphology of the MOFs were estimated by using the SEM images. So SEM results showed that MOF particles exhibited polyhedron structures which are consistent with the parent UTC-16 zinc MOF, which was synthesized in our previous study by Mr. Sanjit Gaikwad. Porous properties of the MOF estimated by using the surface area and pore value. The surface area was evaluated based on the N2 adsorption isotherms measured at 77 Kelvin and 1 bar. As we see in the table, surface area of the MOF increases with increase in metal and metal ratio from 7:1 to 7:2. All surface area and pore volume shows the maximum values at the optimum ratio of 7:2. These are the surface areas for UTC-16 zinc manganese. Similar trend of increase in adsorption capacities were observed in case of UTC-16 zinc manganese as well. CO2 adsorption capacities. CO2 adsorption capacities were measured at 1 bar and 298 kelvin. As we see in the figure, CO2 adsorption capacity initially increases with the increase in the metal ion doping. So, however, excessive amount of secondary metal ion leads to the decrease in CO2 adsorption capacity. This increase in CO2 adsorption capacity may attributed to the increase in surface area and open metal sites generated by solvent removal or and heating process. N2 adsorption isotones. These are the N2 adsorption isotones for UTC-16 zinc Mg and UTC-16 zinc Mn. Similar trend of increase in CO2 adsorption capacities observed as like the CO2 adsorption capacities. For the practical application view, selectivity is also important in adsorption performance. CO2 into selectivity was measured by the ratio of CO2 adsorption capacities at 15 bar divided by N2 adsorption capacities at 0.85 bar. So, as like CO2 adsorption capacities and N2 adsorption capacities, the selectivity of the bimetallic MOFs also increase with the increase in metal ion doping. However, excessive addition of metal ion doping leads to the decrease in CO2 into selectivity. Improvements in adsorption performance. To evaluate the improvements in adsorption performance, we compare the CO2 adsorption capacities and selectivity with the parent UTC-16 zinc MOF. As we see, CO2 adsorption UTC-16 zinc Mg shows the maximum CO2 adsorption capacity of 5.58 millimole per gram and selectivity of 141, which is quite higher than the parent MOF, which exhibit the CO2 adsorption capacity of 4.71 and the selectivity of 180. For the practical, as a concern of practical application, we palletized the bimetallic MOFs into the pellets and studied for the stability test by exposing it to the acid gases and humid air. As we see, there is no change in adsorption capacities after exposure to humid air and nitrogen dioxide. However, 20% of CO2 adsorption capacity decrease after exposure to sulfur dioxide. Conclusion: novel bimetallic MOF UTC-16 zinc MOF successfully synthesized by microacetate method using metal doping strategy. Improved CO2 adsorption capacity and selectivity was observed after secondary metal ion doping. And the pelletized MOF was showed excellent stability to acid gases under humid environment. Thank you for your attention.
네, 감사합니다. 혹시 질문 있으신가요? Let me ask you one question. Why did you choose magnesium or manganese specifically for the metal doping for your MOF?
Actually, for synthesis of bimetallic MOF, the difference between ionic radii is a major factor to synthesize the bimetallic MOF. So, less the difference in ionic radii leads to the which facilitate more to synthesize the bimetallic MOF. As we see, the difference between ionic radii of magnesium and zinc is 2, and that of zinc and manganese is 4. That's why I choose magnesium and manganese to synthesize bimetallic MOF.
혹시 또 질문 없으시면 이걸로 마치겠습니다. 감사합니다. Thank you.